Welcome to 101 Clues to a Happy Life. And today we're into clue number 20 on passports. Now, I love to travel, and I love maps, as you can see from the wall behind me. But travel is not the only reason to want to have many passports. I'll tell you a story of my grandfather, Ernesto Moss. He was a young man in Germany and wanted to study medicine, so he went to Berlin from Halle an der Saale, where his family lived. And while living in Berlin at university, saw firsthand the horrors that were starting to happen in Nazi Germany, and told his parents, "We have to leave." And his parents, who had a very comfortable life in a smaller town in East Germany, said, "No, this will pass. This guy's crazy. We have our life here." And so they stayed, and my grandfather, at 18, packed up his bags and left on his own, all the way to the other end of the world in Argentina, where he had an uncle. And later, when his family did want to leave, the frontiers were closed and the borders were closed, and nobody could come in. And one day, my grandfather was eating at a restaurant, and he heard somebody who sounded like a very important man at a table next to him. And so he asked the waiter, "Who is this man?" And they said, "Oh, this is the big minister." And so my grandfather approached and convinced this big minister to give him special permits, or what were called the calls, to be able to bring his family in. And that saved his family, his girlfriend's family, became his fiancé. And so there are times when a passport will save your life, and you never know when one of those times is around the corner. And by the time you know, it may be too late. So you want to have as many passports as you can. I have 3 different ones here and a 4th green card. So have as many passports as you can, and that will at least make it easier to travel. Maybe it will save your life too. And with that said, I will see you tomorrow for the next clue on 101 Clues to a Happy Life, launching on 2/02/2022. Now, which countries would you travel with if you had all the passports necessary?